Hi guys, okay, so we're going to have a look at starting Melodyne 5 for the first time and what configuration we need to do to make it work with the scripts. Alright, so we're going to do the configuration in the standalone version, so please do that. So I'm going to start Melodyne.
Search box, edit. Melodyne 5, app, M, enter.
And I'm using Melodyne Studio, okay?
Untitled. Melodyne video help dialog. Melodyne first time help. Melodyne is showing information on getting help from video tutorials. Press yes to never show this message again, or no to close this message. No button. Alt plus N.
Okay, so it's just saying, you know, there's some help available here if we want it. If you click no, then you'll see it again next time you start Melodyne. If you click yes, it'll be dismissed and you won't see it again. I'm just going to press enter on no.
Enter. Untitled Jaws for Windows message box dialog. The Melodyne show this video help on startup has been closed, but it will be active again next time you start Melodyne. OK button.
And we just get confirmation on that, so I'll press enter on OK.
Enter. Untitled. Please select your version of Melodyne dialog. List 1, list view. Melodyne Essential V5, 1 of 4.
Okay, this is a very important step, so it needs to know what version of Melodyne you have, as specific, you know, things are being written for each version. So if you do it incorrectly, you might find that some of the features don't work. So as I've got Studio, I'm going to arrow down to that and then go to OK.
Melodyne Assistant V5, Melodyne Editor V5, Melodyne Studio V5, 4 of 4. OK button, Alt plus O, enter. Untitled Jaws for Windows message box dialog. Thank you. You have successfully set your version as Melodyne Studio. You will not be prompted for this information again. OK button.
And again, we just get confirmation of that.
Enter. Main tool active. Untitled. Top ebb.
And we're in Melodyne. So we've got a couple of things we want to do in here. The first thing is to import the custom key map. The key map we're using is virtually the same as the default with about 3 extra keystrokes, and that's simply because of challenges with the scripts and Melodyne, and these keystrokes help us out, okay? So that's the only reason. So to do that, we press Alt and F for the file menu.
Alt F, context menu, file menu, N, new control plus N, N.
And we up arrow to preferences.
Quit, Q, preferences P.
And press enter.
Enter, leaving menus, shortcuts, shortcuts.
Right, so when you go into the preferences, you land in one of 2 pages. So at the top is shortcuts. If we arrow down,
transport bar,
you'll hear transport bar,
view configuration,
and view configuration, of course. If you land in this is where we want to be. But if you don't, I'll just show you where you may land.
Back to main preferences, shortcuts.
Okay, I press backspace there to go to back to the main preferences. So if we arrow down here,
user interface, recording, audio.
Okay, so we get different options. So audio is where you'd set your input and stuff like that, or your outputs and recording and stuff. So these are, straightforward settings you would make, personally for your equipment. So if you land in this one, we go to the top,
recording, user interface, shortcuts,
and press enter on shortcuts.
Enter, shortcuts.
And then we're back to this menu.
Transport bar, view configuration.
Okay, so this menu is where you add your shortcuts, and adding shortcuts is not supported because it's a very visual thing to do. But when you're on any of these options, apart from shortcuts, so we'll go to transport bar, just press enter and it'll tell you what it's doing.
Unavailable : setting individual shortcuts is not supported. Opening list of shortcut presets. Samplitude Melodyne V5 Steve Spamer scripts edited ...
Okay, so it's opened the list of the key map files we can use. So I've got the Samplitude one installed at the minute, but we've got other options.
Melodyne 4, Melodyne 5, Pro Tools 2020.9, Logic Pro 10.5, Studio 1.5, Cubase 11, Samplitude Melodyne V5 Steve Spamer scripts.
Okay, so there is the one that we want, but I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to do this. But what you need to do is arrow down to
open ...
Open. You'd press enter.
Enter, shortcuts, open dialog, file name : edit combo, Alt plus N.
And it opens a regular Windows dialog, and you would browse to the shortcuts file that you got with the scripts, okay? So you'd browse to the file, select it, press OK, and you will import the file. So you'll be back
shortcuts
in this list. Just press Control and F4 to close the preferences.
Closing preferences, untitled.
And you will be good to go with the shortcuts. So that's done. Okay, so that's quite straightforward. Then we've got another configuration we need to do, and that is to show separations, because the scripts needs to see the separations to remove them, okay? So we press Alt and O for the options.
Alt O, context menu, options menu, S, show tracks, S.
And we need to down arrow to note editor submenu.
Show note editor submenu, N.
Right arrow.
Note assignment mode control plus shift plus N unavailable, N.
And we need to down arrow to
show pitch curve check, show note separations checked, S.
To show note separations. I've got mine checked because it's already set, but if it isn't checked, just press enter to check it, and you will, you'll have configured it the way the scripts need it. So I'll just escape out of all of that.
Menu, escape, options, O, escape, leaving menus, untitled.
So that's just the preferences and the configuration we need to do. Just to be aware, when you go through the setup, you may find that you get another dialog asking you to activate your product. If you haven't done that, just follow the steps. A window will open and just click the button to activate the product on this machine, your machine. Close that window. Okay, so just follow all of that and you'll be good to go.